Hi everyone. So we are going to continue with data validation, and we want to make sure that the user doesn't input an incorrect value in here. So the test for test 1, let's just make it nice and pretty. Test 1 is out of 40. So it would be impossible for someone to get 58 out of 40. Maybe they accidentally wanted to put that in with the 80, and they have a lot of information that they have to put in, and then they forget, oh, it's actually not for this one, it's for this one. So let's make a data validation. So we go to data and we choose data validation, and we say this value must be a whole number. The minimum can be 0. You can actually get 0 for a test. In some tests you can even get minus marks, but this is just going to be between 0 and the maximum. We can use this value over here, the 40. So you can manually type in equals C4. You can also do that, but it might be a good idea just to press this button here and say this is the maximum, and we say the error message is incorrect mark. Make sure the mark is between 0 and the max amount of marks. I think that makes sense. And then we say OK. And now we can see if I type in 30, it is valid. If I type in 1, it's valid. If I type in 0, it's valid. But let's say I accidentally press the minus when reaching for a coffee, and then I type in minus 31. It's going to give me incorrect mark error. We're going to retry or cancel, and we just make that, oh oops, it was supposed to be 31 and not minus 31. So now we need to replicate that to all of the cells. So I just want to make everything center aligned. We need to replicate this to all of these cells. So you can copy using Control-C and pressing the cells that you want to copy that in and put that in there, and it will work. We can also copy it over here, and it will also work. So we can make this 40, and you can see if I'm going to make this 45, it works. But we copied this data validation saying that it has to be the maximum C2 from here. But if I go into the data validation here, you can see that since I selected the cell over here as my max, it will procedurally generate the next value over here. So now I can't put in a value more than 80. So I put in 86. They say make sure the mark is between 0 and the max amount of marks. So this is a generic, not a generic, it's a formula that you can use for more tests than just these two, but it works really well. So this helps someone who is very tired and they accidentally just put in a minus, and the person got 11 out of 14. They put in the minus and it's like, oh sorry, let's make it 11. So it's really nice to have that, and yeah, that's all you have to know about how to use this. You can go and do research on all these different types of ones, but I just want you to do practical activity 8.31.